We back. Today is Saturday, May 2nd, 2024. 6, 8, yeah, 6. What year is it?
Who do we appreciate?
Exactly. Saturday, May 2nd, 2026. This is Share a Beer Show 839. And it's me and Bum in the house today. How you feeling today, Bum?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay.
And you're fresh off of, for some people, that's a full-ass road trip. But for you, it's a nice...
Just another Saturday.
Another Saturday.
Yeah, another brewery. Billy D visited another brewery as well.
Another check-in.
Went down to Union Craft Brewing in Baltimore.
Oh,
for the sole purpose of picking up some new leaves. They have a Steady Eddie IPA that they make and sell with Eddie Murray on the can.
That's cool.
So they do these leaves, but the bad news is when I asked, he said this is not the first year they're doing them. They have done them in the past, and nobody knew about them, so they may never be found.
Oh, yeah.
So,
what do you do now? What
as far as
like now that you discovered there's previous years? Are we?
There's nothing you can do. I was like, maybe I'll go on the Baltimore Reddit page or something and post a thing. Anybody that was at the brewery in the last couple of years that grabbed one of these and still has one, let me know if you don't want it anymore.
Man, I don't know what to make of this, Bum. I got a Joseph. I got Joseph on here.
When he means business when he says Joseph.
Wow, I got Joseph on. Have I ever been Joseph?
Oh yeah, a few times, yeah.
Yeah, good Lord, that's rare though, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
to get Joseph, I feel like I've been yelled at by my parents or something on here. I don't even. My mom doesn't. God bless her. The rest her soul. She didn't even call me Joseph. Who did I get Joseph by? I did get Joseph by one of my great aunts. One of my great aunts would Joseph me sometimes. Yeah. But he says he doesn't give a damn what year it is. So, okay, well, fair enough. We got fair notice that it doesn't matter. So,
and I see we got the side-by-side layout now that you wanted.
Yeah, you know how I know it's supposed to be like that, because that's the one that I pick. I have a whole like scenes, if you will, that I can make and restream for different things. So I can switch it to this, and all I have to do is click, and all these effects happen, right? So you kind of set all these things up ahead of time. And the side-by-side one is this layout, but I'm seeing two views. So perhaps for people that are on a phone and looking out at their phone in your standard manner like this, you might be seeing us stacked on top of each other. Because I'm seeing now Restream is making that available. I'm seeing both previews at the same time. So I just have to get used to looking at the main preview and not this one that's over here to my left. So do you want to introduce the beer you're drinking? No pencil neck today.
Yeah.
No Teen Wolf. Tom will not be joining us today. And no Coach today. So there's
You're stuck with us.
You're stuck with us, kids. This is it. You're stuck with the AAA affiliate right now. This is to use a baseball analogy. Yeah, you're stuck with us. But do you have a beer you want to?
Yeah, nothing special. Um, this is I have a Tiger from Singapore,
Oh, oof.
but this is from Singapore via Canada.
Oh, okay. Boy, you know, t- now you've opened that and been sampling it already. And what do you think, Bum? You tell me because it's been forever since I've had Tiger.
It's this is I believe I had it once before. It's not the best thing out there.
As you might remember, one of my worst rated beers that I've ever had. I thought that beer was god awful. I had it, you know.
Nowhere near as bad as that Stack Silver I had last week.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it to me this is drinkable. I've had a million beers that taste like this and they're not great, but way better than Stack Silver.
Wow. Yeah, because that I had it in a bottle. Oof, I don't even know how many years ago. 15?
Yeah, that's about the same with me, I think.
It's been a long time
I think
ago.
that's my
And
only beer from Singapore that I've ever had.
yeah, that was not a good representation. And I know other people, I've been in like a Total Wine or something while people are shopping for beers. And, you know, I don't know if you do, but you know how I am. I'll make conversation with somebody that's just, yeah, they're shopping for beers as well. And I've had other guys tell me, you know what, man, I freaking love that beer. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, good for you, man. You know, because not me. That ain't
So
that I will not spend money on that again.
so
That's
I had this given to me. I did not choose this. But
ah
um oh, but I mentioned Singapore. Speaking of finding beers from particular places, I did find myself a Drecker from North Dakota.
Drecker. Drecker's the one that I was trying to.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know that's the one you were trying to think of.
yeah,
Yeah. My local place had it. It was a sour, but I bought it. So
yeah.
once I drink it, that checks off North Dakota. So I will be then down to South Dakota, Arkansas, and Nebraska is the only states I haven't had a beer from.
Arkansas, South Dakota, and
Nebraska.
now didn't Omaha come up recently as far as maybe in the last year, as far as like what brewery is out of Omaha? I feel like let me see here. What? Let me see. Nebraska. Since we have time, I mean, why not? Craft beer. Cross strain. Yeah, let's block that. Scratchtown Brewing. Let's see more places. Scratchtown, Lost Way. We've got was that Cross Strain, Corn Coast, Nebraska Craft Built Brewers Guild, Heavy Brewing, Broiler Brewing. I'm trying to see if something jogs a memory or something. First Street, Zip Line. All right. Bolo, Bearded Brewers, Second Chapter, Upper Room. Nothing's ringing a bell. But as you can see, there's a few out there. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm sure. And from the ratings here, at least on Google, um, and well, it's not really fair because to tell you the truth, some of these ratings could be based on stuff that just isn't even beer. It could be based on atmosphere
Right.
and
Right.
food and just other things. So
And also the fact that half the people that write reviews are idiots.
right there is that as well. Yeah, exactly. I'll just get right to it. I'll get to an old beer that I've had longer than I thought I had. I did not realize I've had this beer this long. This is oh, actually, you know what? I still have the wrong year. How did I end up with that? I still have the wrong year. Doesn't matter at this point. It's the same damn beer. Um, but this one from 2008. I have a 2009 variant of this beer. Um, and how did you say this again, Bum? How did
Mephistopheles. Oh,
Mephistopheles?
Mephistopheles.
And this should be something that appeals to you and Vega.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I know that that'll perk up Vega's ears right away. You got the foil top here. You got to be a little careful when you open these beers. Sometimes you'll get a little piece of that foil in there, and you know, I'm, I really don't want no foil in my beer. You know what I'm saying? But according to this here, let me go back to the original, just the original listing, so we can get more of an idea. Whoops, I got the link in here. Whoops, I got the link. Let me copy and paste this so we can just get an idea of the description. I'm sure the basic beer is still the same. Let's see here. Of course, now it's going to show me all these others that are the sour cherry, no longer in production. Of course. Now it's showing me all these other variants. Just give me the doggone main listing here. Come on. How did it do this all of a sudden? Most popular. Yeah, just give me lowest, highest, beer name, most popular. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to more. Sorry about this. I know this is great. Great view in here. Let's see here. Clone stout. What the hell happened here, bum? I just had it for the regular listing here. I don't know what happened. It went away. Ah, this one has a description. Here we go. Uh, so the only difference in mine is that the one on the bottle here says that it was bottled on December 2009, batch number 5, and it's a 12-ounce bottle. The gravity, it even lists the gravity on here, 1.135, and the ABV is 16.83%. So this is a heavy hitter, man. This variant here was a 4.18 bottle cap rating. What still can't say that name. It is a crafty shapeshifter, the second fallen angel, amazingly complex, coal black, velvety, and licorice. This demon has a bouquet of vine ripened grapes, anise, and chocolate covered cherries with flavors of rum soaked caramelized dark fruits and a double espresso finish.
Yeah, let's see how much of that is still there after 16 years.
Wow. I just did not realize I had this one that long. So, yes, indeed, we will see how much of that is still there after all this time, because that's quite a bit. So, I'll be pouring it in my Casa Amigos. We always have these glasses in the front of the cupboard, and it's just too easy, so I just grab them. Here we go. See if we get smoke out of a 15, 16-year-old bottle, Bum. Nope. No smoke. And by the way, the cap is, I don't know, a little interesting looking. It doesn't quite translate on camera there, but it does have like a tannish hue to the whole inner ring of that. So here we go, man. We'll pour in this sucker, and then of course I got to do a beer selfie real quick. And I'm gonna
No carbonation.
No carbonation at all. And can you see the side of that bottle? Look at that. It's like,
is it like one of Fear's old 40s on the inside?
Yeah. This might not be great. Um, let's see. You gotta see I'm gonna backlight this son of a gun because you've gotta see the side, the whole side of the bottle. Look at that.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Look at that.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, and we'll show the beer as well. Now it's jet black, as they said, but so it's really hard to tell. But it does have that sat there too long smell to it. You know how not quite malt bomb because there's so much happening with this beer. It is pretty complex. I'll get a quick beer selfie. It is yeah, this one might not be super great, but we'll see here. Oh, as a matter of fact, let me get one. Nah, never mind. Let me see here. So yeah, I'm not getting all those notes. I can tell you right now. Maybe dark fruit. I can agree with that. Dark fruit, espresso, coffee. I'm getting a coffee note. Tell you the truth. Vine ripened grapes. Yeah. Ooh, strong man. Alcohol is coming through strong in there. Yeah,
So it didn't dissipate a little bit the alcohol taste, obviously.
yeah. The alcohol is in the front for sure. It's
Wow.
not super hot, which is interesting. It's not like burning your throat or anything like that. It's not super great. Probably should have drank this 10 years ago. Had I known, I didn't realize that it was there. So, mm, yeah, this is not. No, it's not good.
I think a lot of people were finding out that when they were saying
Ah,
20 years ago, oh yeah, you can age these for I remember Greg used to say all the time, you can age these 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And I'm thinking, I don't know about that. Check back with me in
yeah,
20 years and see if you,
yeah,
and that's turning out to not be the case now.
yeah.
Like I
And
said, only ones I do now on purpose are Sammy Klaus and North Coast Old Stock are the only two.
I mean, you can definitely keep them. 5 years, 6, 7 years. Like this beer probably would have been just fine if it was within 10.
Yeah.
But I of course got to take it a little farther than that. Yeah, not great. Yeah, not. I won't be sharing that one with the roommate. The roommate will definitely not appreciate that one. That's not super great. Um, but so I'll jump right to this other beer because I can't see even finishing that one. That one's whew.
So you're going to share some of it with your sink?
Yeah, probably with my sink or who's the one that buys the beer just to pour it down the toilet?
Who,
Uh
Mr. Rayner?
Rainer. Yeah, I might do a Mr. Rainer to this thing, man, because it's pretty darn rough, man. That is rough. Um so what I will do is just show the next one right away. This one shows that it's from Cellar Maker, okay? But it's really a collab between Evil Twin Brewing out of New York and Cellar Maker, which is where are they out of? They're out of Oakland. So 313 total, 37 in the last 30 days. This one's relatively fresh. 14% ABV, no IBUs rated, and a 4.43 bottle cap rating. 443. That coming off of the NFL draft. They like to say that number a lot, right? 443, right? 4440, right? They like to talk in those type of terms. Collaboration with Evil Twin, 25% double barrel aged imperial stout, aged in bourbon barrels for a total of 24 months. 10 months in Blatton's bourbon barrel and 14 months in Haven Hill Select stock bourbon barrel. 50% barrel aged barley wine aged in Savage and Cook rye whiskey barrels for 15 months. Good Lord. 25% barrel aged barley wine aged in Elijah Craig 9-year barrel proof bourbon barrels. Now, Bum, I have always asked for a lot more detail. How's that?
Yeah, there you go.
How's that?
Can't get any more detailed than that.
I mean, good Lord. So that's so much detail. It's confusing. I would imagine the collab is with some of these barrels. I would imagine one brewery had certain barrels and one had the other, and they just collabed on, like, we're,
Possibly.
we're done with these barrels. We'll send it over to you or something. You know what
That
I'm
is
saying?
possible.
So after our discussion with Zach, what is now maybe a month ago, I feel
Yeah.
like that may have been more the scenario. So here we go. Here's a look at mine. This is 14.2%. Cool label. I like the kind of vintage-iness of it. You've got the angel, and it looks like the angel on one side and the kind of devil on the other. I don't know if you can see the little detail there
Yeah, yeah.
in the size there. It's pretty cool.
Boy, you're going all out with the religious symbolism on the beers so far.
And there's really no, and this would be what, the weekend before Mother's Day or something. I don't know what the significance of that is. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, we sure are. Just a plain black cap on this one. Here we go, and we'll be using another of the Casamigos pint glasses. Here we go. Oh, a little smoke popped off of that one. We got a clean cap on that deal, so no,
Yeah.
no, woo! Even pouring smoke on this
Is that
deal.
a green flash glass?
Is it? Is that the style?
Is that it? It looks like that burst on the front makes it look like green flash on the glass. No, on your drinking glass.
Oh! No, a Casamigos, another
Oh,
Casamigos.
okay, okay. And I actually have to go grab a glass for myself.
But yeah, another super jet black looking beer. Let me get another beer selfie real quick, and that way we can log this one later. Let's see. I expect this one to be fantastic because, again, it is fresh. Whoo! Yeah, that alcohol is forward on this beer for sure. My God, yes. Woo! With all the barrels that they talked about. So this has been in one, two, three, four different barrels altogether. Now they said that it was for 24 months, but then again, you have to account for barley wine. 50% of the barley wine that was aged for 15 months, then 25% of the barley wine aged. They didn't say how long, but it was aged in Elijah Craig 9-year barrel proof bourbon barrels. So, but they didn't say how long. Heck, there you go. There's one. That's one part of the aging that they didn't say. They said 10 months, 14 months, 15 months, and then that last one they didn't say. But here we go, man. This one's not a chugger at all, man. There's no way. You can't get that booziness is hitting you right in the front. Whew. Okay, here we go. Taking deep breaths on this one, man. Ooh, my God, that drink's way the hell better than it smells. Whew. You know what, Bum? You know how me and you are, right? I feel like I speak for both of us. We don't like it too hot. We don't like it too
Yeah,
bourbon forward.
right.
And this smelled scary, especially with all that time in bourbon barrels. It smelled scary. but it freaking drinks insanely smooth.
Ah, excellent.
Mm. A little bit in the front, of course, and then I get these notes of like dark chocolate and malt, and it's thinner than you think. You would think it would be thicker. You know how I'll say some beers are like really weighted in the glass? Not this one. But this one drinks really nice dark chocolate. Hmm. Oh man, it's a sipper. You don't want to go hard on this one, and I'll be keeping this just like it is for a minute, and letting that warm up a little bit more. And I'll sip on my Miller High Life here, and then come back to that little by little. That other one from Avery, uh, I don't know, man. That one's not what this is. I got.
I'm sure it was good in 2009.
Oh yeah, absolutely, because the ratings are phenomenal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am sure too. No, I that beer is not good because of my not consuming it in time. It's not nothing that Avery did. Avery, there's too much online about how good that beer is. I just kept it too long, and that's my fault. That's bad on me. But this one, this collab right here is phenomenal. This will be getting shared with the roommate. 12.7 ounce bottle. I wish I feel like I paid. This was an expensive bottle, man. I feel like I paid $30 for this bottle. I feel like I did. I feel like it was $29. Make you holla. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what that is per ounce, but it is not good. Um, is it worth that money? Uh, mm,
That's a no.
yeah. I have to admit, I would like to say that it is, but you know what gets me is when you get a beer from a brewery I've been wanting to try something from Cellar Maker, and so when I seen it and I heard about the release on this special one here, so I was like, let me get it. I saw it, so I was like, let me get it. I know it'll be blowing out, and is it worth it? It's pretty complex. We'll see how when once it warms up. Um, if I had the opportunity to buy another one, I'm not going to buy another
Yeah.
one. If that says anything, that's a one and done for me. Okay, tried it. Uh, I don't know, Bum. What's your limit on spending money for one single beer?
I never did cave in and pay what was the $30 for that Canadian breakfast stout.
Mhm.
Uh, I never did buy one of those. I wanted to, but I didn't. And then what? Starting 2 years ago, they started putting it in 12-ounce bottles, much more affordable.
Yeah.
So I did try it then. But yeah, the most I've spent, uh, I believe, is like $25 once or twice.
Mhm.
And geez, I can't even remember what it was that I bought with it now.
Yeah. As you know, I've bought other beers for right around that price point. Again, I wouldn't. I say I wouldn't do it again, but you know what, man? The way prices of stuff are going up,
Yeah.
I mean, it. Can we talk about that a little bit? Now, you go to breweries regularly and just bars regularly. What would you say you're paying? Now, I'll give you my opinion first, and that might help with this question. But what would you say you're paying on average for a pint of craft beer? Not a
An average pint still around here. A lot of them you can get for $6 at some breweries. Many breweries are up to 7.
yeah.
Uh, and some occasionally 8. And that's for a what I would say like a standard IPA or something.
Hmm.
Um, Obviously, some of the higher ABV ones they'll give you a smaller portion for the same amount of money because it's so strong. But Duke's still $6 for most of them.
Yep.
Um, but I would say between $6 and $7, mostly everywhere still.
It seems like, and this is of course my take on it. Seems like in this greater Phoenix area, $7 is what you can expect to pay for a pint. Um, 7 to 9, depending on what you're getting.
Yeah.
So once you start getting into that price point, at least for me, I start thinking about, okay, what am I getting for that money? Because that turns into real money, man. You're driving down there, you're taking the time to make the effort to go down there. That costs you money and time, and then you're tipping your
Right.
person, right? All that is money spent. And that can easily be, 40 to $50. So I start thinking about, okay, what do I want out of this? And it came up my last visit to Tombstone, which was just last weekend. And I have to say, man, I'm like, they're not doing anything too exciting anymore as compared to other craft breweries in my area and other bottle shops in our area now. There's a ton of bottle shops in our area that have 32 taps and damn near 100 taps and all these sort of things. And where you can get packaged beer as well. And some of these packaged beers are about the same price point, 7 to 8, $9 a beer for a 4 pack. You know, um, and even if you build your own 6 pack or 4 pack, uh,
Yeah.
it's within that. Let's even go wider than that, $7 to $10 per beer price point, depending on what it is, and so it just forces me to start uh, exploring these other options. What do you any sort of viewpoint on that?
It it hasn't affected me so far, but I could see where it would. Um, yeah, I'm at the point now where when I see $7 at a place that I've never been to before, I'm no longer shocked.
Hmm.
I go into these places prepared to pay up to 7 for a beer. But if it goes any higher, you know, like you said, that
Yeah.
could affect how much how often I go to these places, and might be a little more choosy about where I go and how often I go.
Now your go-to spot, Dukes. We've all heard about it. I've been fortunate enough to sit at that bar with you and have a few pints. Have you ever had that conversation with him about like how long can you continue to serve at this price?
Yeah, I think it has come up once or twice over the years, but it's been a long time since it came up.
Got you, got you. Yeah, I was just curious
But
from
it has been basically the same amount in since actually remembered,
Mhm.
committing to memory what things cost, because going back like 20 years, I can't remember what they were charging back then, but in the last 15 years it has not changed. It's always been $6.
Yeah, it's interesting to me because I go to a lot of ball games. Now you're not talking craft beer, you're talking Budweiser, Miller, and you're talking all the big boys. But you're for a 16-ounce pour, uh, 10, $11, um, compared to $6 or $7 at a bar, you're like, you know, um, I think some of the tall boys that they serve at the in the can, I don't even know what they are. Tell you the truth, I hardly ever buy them, but they can get pretty up there too. You know, you start going to a ball game and you start trying to have a few.
Oh, it's out of control
Oh,
at sporting events.
I mean, I hate to even imagine what some of those beers cost. You know, oof, you know, it's
Yeah, in the last, well, I've only been to a handful of Pirate games in the last couple years. But when I've gone, I got one beer and that's it. I was like, I'm not, these people who will just buy them all night. Well, they got more money than I do.
yeah, you know,
I was like, I can wait till I get home.
yeah. Lance is saying, you know, that that is my issue. Is that when I go into a place and I see $9 plus, and even I have to say pass on a pint. Like it's, you know, the prices of stuff are getting to that point, right? Where you're like, all right, man, for that kind of money, you know, what am I getting here? What am I, you know, what you know, you have to or you might still go, but maybe instead of 3 or 4 pints, you're having two.
Right,
You're cutting back on something, right?
right,
Because it's just, you know, the you're feeling the weight of all of the economics of beer. I'm wondering if it's the same in other countries as well. Like, you know, we don't have as many of our friends across the pond jumping in on the show as we used to. But I'm wondering if they're feeling the weight of it, or if it's just. Oh, what about some of our Canadian friends? We have people from Canada in here regularly. I wonder if they're feeling any of this in Canada. Have you heard anything?
haven't heard anything. And the couple Canadian people that I talk to on a regular basis are not really big beer drinkers. So
Hmm. It's
I have to ask that Cody Jinks hat guy.
yeah.
He's out. He's out in Western Canada now, so we have to see if. And he does. He doesn't want this publicized, but he does drink craft beer.
Uh,
Be curious to know what what his prices are, how they've been fluctuating in the last couple of years.
yeah, I'm just curious. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure we are all feeling the pinch um, from everything, right? Like maybe it's not, maybe you're okay with the beer prices, but the price of food, the price of dining out, the price of gas, the price of everything else around you is putting more of a pinch on your budget. So force that forces you to have more of a pinch on your beer budget, if you will,
Right.
right? Like I know for myself, you know, I'm reduced in well, you've seen me bum. Like I used to, you know, once every month and a half, 2 months, I'd go out and splurge on a nice beer run. Um, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, you've got to spend your money in other places, and everything keeps creeping up. If you're a homeowner like us, your water bill's creeping up on you. They keep raising your electric bill. They keep raising this, and you start, all these things start pinching different parts of your budget, and you're like, ah, I just can't spend that money anymore. You know, like it just, you know.
And car insurance for me with a new car.
Yeah, and no matter how you know that happened, you find, okay, here I am, right? No matter how you got there, whatever journey it was, you're like, all right, this is my situation now.
Yeah.
I have to deal with it. And yeah, car insurance, car registration, um, all the things that go with emissions to get the registration, everything gets a little higher.
Yep.
The requirements get a little higher. and you're like, you know, yeah, before you know it, how many years before we never leave our front door because we
Right.
just can't hardly.
Right.
I feel like I sound like old man, get off my lawn, but I feel like is that not where we're going? I feel like I'm not talking about beer anymore. I feel like I'm talking about society in general. But these are the things that at least I think about heading into retirement. Like I am, you're considering. Okay, here we are. Here we are. This is, you're trying to end your working career, your working part of life, where you have the ability to increase your income, to going to fixed income, you know, and you're watching stuff progressively go up. And one of the things that, for how many years already? I don't know, 20 years that I've looked forward to is the affordable luxuries, which were beer drinking, and for a small period of time, it was smoking cigars, and these sort of things are those little affordable luxuries that we gave ourselves, and now that's, at least to me, I feel like that's being taken away a little bit.
Well, I've always said my my only two extravagances in life are for decades have been good beer and purchasing my Leafs on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously those things, have had to kind of certainly not take a back seat, but just kind of ease off, take your foot off the gas
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly. Yeah, man, for sure. I wonder what Billy D thinks about all these sort of economics. Does he factor all this in at all? Is he?
Billy D's not feeling the pinch at all. He drinks malt liquor, so
He drinks malt liquor and only malt liquor. So
malt liquor is inflation proof.
Yeah, he kind of wonders probably what the hell we're even talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
What are you doing?
It can still get a 40 for a couple of bucks.
Nice.
All righty. Tonight's beverage.
Yeah, let me go to this view better now.
We're going to do the third and final Zool.
Oh,
Courtesy
nice.
of Jay Gaga. Outpost 31.
Oh, man. You mind if I do the full looking that up on Untappd?
Oh, go ahead.
Outpost 31, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I definitely am excited about this one.
Oh, and speaking of, Joe, getting back to what you mentioned earlier, this is a collaborative effort between Zool Beer and Tactical Brewing Company.
Yes, it sure does look like that. We've got, and Tactical Brewing. Now, for those that don't know, let me look them up here real quick. Let me click on that link. Orlando, Florida. So we've got Orlando, Florida, and Nashville. Is Zool out of Nashville?
Knoxville.
Knoxville. All right. So 760 total, 33 in the last 30 days. Outpost 31 from Zool Beer Company and Tactical. Sour fruited. Oh, look at this. 6. Look at this theme we have going here, Bum. Did you even realize?
What do we got? 6.66 ABV? Is that what it is?
It is. Yeah, it is.
How about that?
We have a whole thing going here. 4.16 bottle cap rating. So we have gluten-free sour condition on, what is that? Lychee, pineapple, passion fruit, and vanilla.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny. This is the first beer I've ever seen, and probably the only beer in existence where they have the ABV measured in 1/100ths of a percentage point. It's usually just 6.6%, but
Yeah.
here we got 6.66.
Well, I mean, I just did have 16.83. Um,
Oh, it said 0.83.
it did.
Oh, okay.
It did. You know, I can't go too hard on that because now the one I'm currently drinking is 14.2, but and they do only go into that, not the hundreds, but occasionally, I guess I do have to.
All right, we got take the opportunity to premiere my new glassware. This something Iron City put out
Oh,
for the draft last week.
very cool.
And speaking of Dukes, shout out to Bubba for providing me this glass.
Very cool. Love it.
All righty. Here goes. Ooh, that's interesting smelling. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Just like that skeleton. All kinds of stuff going on here. See, I've never been a huge consumer of passion fruit.
yeah.
So I couldn't tell you whether I'm getting it or not, but the pineapple and vanilla is certainly there. And lychee, no idea what that is.
Right. Yeah, I have no idea.
But wow.
Why don't I just take a second to look that up? Because it's L-Y
Chee.
Yeah.
This is damn good.
Yeah, you know what? Everything so far.
I'm a little befuddled by the flavors I'm getting, like the Skeleton, everything like Vegas says, everything they list on the label, you do experience at some point. This got a couple ingredients in here that I am not familiar with, so I'm just going to have to assume they're there. But this is a interesting combination of flavors and aromas.
Okay. So as you might be able to see on the screen now, they do have, I'm going to click on the sound.
Ooh.
What I love about what they do with AI now, when you Google stuff, is they give you the pronunciation. So here we go with the pronunciation. I'm going to click on it.
Lychee.
Did you hear that?
Mm.
Lychee. Lychee.
So lychee is how it's a small tropical fruit with a bumpy red leathery shell and sweet aromatic white translucent flesh. It tastes like a floral blend of strawberry, watermelon, and grape.
Oh, wow.
Rich in vitamin C and antioxidants. It is eaten fresh in salads or in desserts. And let me just go to the images so we can get a good look at what lychees look like. Yeah, so there you go, right there. They do kind of look like a strawberry-ish. That's a very interesting fruit. Huh. And it looks like they're canned at Walmart. Do I dare have a canned lychee challenge on here? Should we buy some of these things, Bum, and try them?
Unlike some of the other things that we have consumed on here, I don't think that would be much of a challenge taste-wise to us.
No, I don't think so either. It's catching me off guard right here. I'm like, I'm
sure lychee tastes a little bit better than gefilte fish.
I'm sure that's not even that. But the point is, just from the description of what that tastes like a floral blend of strawberry, watermelon, and grape. Um, so you could get any of that sort of flavor in there. You know,
It's I would just say, yeah, Joe, because it's there's so much going on
I
here.
was just gonna go there.
It's hard for me to break down.
I was
But
just
the final result is good. And Troll, but in real life says if homosexuality was in the form of a beer,
yeah,
maybe, well, it is fruity.
yeah. It's hats off to Zool, man. Um, they are doing some phenomenal things. I'm gonna go to their website real quick if you don't mind,
Yeah,
Bum.
sure. And while you're doing that, I will say Vega. I met up with the pencil neck yesterday, and we agreed we are going to meet down there this summer at some point.
Oh, really? So you kind of agree that that's
Yeah, so maybe we can I don't know if Vega, like I said, I don't know if Vega'd be up for it or not. He said he's going to go there. So
so.
we shall see.
When do you think you're going down there? Who knows? Who knows?
Who
Well,
knows? We're shooting for this summer.
um, paper crowns. I still have one of these in my possession. I still have some mixtape, no charge, in my possession. Um, let's see, tiny umbrellas, torso. I think they just released this one, Absolute Nuke Peanuts. Dude, they release so many god blessed beers. It is unreal.
I want to try one of their stouts.
Me too. Me too. Let me look at this. Absolute. Look at this. Gluten free sour with green apple, caramel, and peanuts. Wow. A special release variant of our beloved Absolute Nuke. The adjuncts are caramel and the peanuts. The fruits are the green apple, and the yeast are TY Pure, 6.5%. That's what I love about what they do over there is they're not gonna blow you away with all this high ABV stuff. Um, if you like it, you can drink the whole 4 pack. You know, that's the. Here we go, bum. So here's some of their stouts.
Woo.
BA Beyond the Lines of Reason. Wow. I've got to see that. And BA Black Metal Magic and BA Black, and BA usually means barrel aged, Black Sand Beaches. So let me go to each one of these. Imperial Stout aged in a variety of bourbon and what, you know what, Bum, what a freaking commercial we are for Zool, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They should be lining up to send us some Zool. Bourbon and rye barrels for a minimum of 15 months, then conditioned on a reasonable amount of raw and toasted coconut. Oh man. Also below, so above and beyond, I imagine, drawn beyond the lines of region, push the envelope, watch it bend. Man, 13% ABV. The yeast is the A56 and the US 05 coconut. And that is the beyond the lines of reason. So, man, I will be looking for these variants. Let me tell you. Imperial Stout. This is the Black Metal Magic Imperial Stout, aged in a variety of bourbon and rye barrels for a minimum of 15 months, that conditioned on a variety of vanilla beans. We don't just play hip hop. Some of us are diehard metalheads. So this is a ode to one of our favorite subgenres of metal, black metal. This beast of darkness pours jet black with the warmth of vanilla and hints of marshmallow to soothe your cold, dead soul. Wow. Man, they got me. 15% ABV. My God, that sounds like something I need to have in my life. Um, and this is the Blackened Beaches Imperial Stout, aged in a variety of bourbon and rye barrels for a minimum of 15 months. That sounds like, so if they make a BAE, then that's what they do. They're gonna put it in a barrel for 15 months and then condition on cinnamon and toasted coconut. 13% again. The A56 in US05 again. This is a collab though. This one does say it's a collab. And the collaborators are Wild Leap. Man, I tell you, everything that I see from them on what you call it? Instagram is insane. Man, here's more of them. Das Cake, In Death, We're All the Same. Untitled, Unmastered, number 4. You know that one's damn good. If they're not even naming it, they're just calling it a number 4. And here's their Zoology 101. Oh, I bet you these are beers, bum. A lot like, well, I don't have the bottle anymore. The roommate took it. I bet you that's a $30 bottle. Would you pay that much for a Zool after the 2 Zools you've had? Would you pay that much for a barrel?
Maybe once.
Yeah.
Maybe once.
And if it knocked you off your feet, would you do it again for
maybe twice then?
If it lived up to the billing. And that's just it, right? If it lives up to the billing,
right,
and it's just as good as that beer you're having now.
But it's, as time goes on and as beer gets more and more complex tasting, it's harder and harder to wow people into paying that much, you know?
But you can see right here. I mean, look at all the pages, man. I remember I keep telling you guys they release so many beers. and now you can see it from their website. Here you are. You're like, what? Look at this, man. All the beers and different, what are these? These are energy drinks they make. Good Lord. No, that's not an energy. Is it? They're hazy IPAs. Let me click on one of these. Dear God, what are they doing? This brewery are too hot. So this is a HYFR Citra and Nectron. Our 2 hop double IPA series, dry hopped in massive amounts of Citra and Neutron. Nectron. Whew. I got to keep an eye out for these now. Look at this, man. This is nuts. Look at all these beers, man. This is nuts. I'm blown away right now, man. I'm even more blown away. This is nuts. Oh, here.
Well, I gotta say, getting back to Troll, but IRL's comment of homosexuality was in the form of a beer. I gotta say, this beer is a homosexual orgy of flavors in my mouth.
Yes. Right? Yeah, that's your coming out then. If that is homosexuality, then I consider I came out of the closet, right? Because that's what's up. I freaking the Outpost 31 right here. This is straight off of Zool's website. Collaboration with Tactical Brewing, gluten-free sour on that lychee that we showed before, pineapple, passion fruit, and vanilla. And the adjunct is vanilla. So they didn't use real vanilla. whatever that means to you. True, because so like I don't know if you've done vanilla bum. We are currently still in the process of making vanilla extract. We started making it at Christmas. I think the day after Christmas. So how many months is that?
Coming up on
Yeah.
4 whole months.
So and it takes at least a year, right? So we're not quite half a year into it already. And there's many different ways to do it, right? You can use any number of spirits. We chose vodka, and but some people use tequila, some people use like you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm getting at where it comes to like real vanilla. Unless you take the vanilla beans straight out of the vanilla pods, I guess that would I guess you would do that if you were making if you were trying not to use an adjunct, but it's probably just easier to use an adjunct and cheaper, quite frankly, because vanilla is freaking expensive as hell. You want to talk about something that's expensive for a few ounces? Buy some vanilla. Whew! I bought four. Let me see, 16 ounces of vanilla. That costs some money, Holmes. I'm telling you right now, that costs some money. Yeah, that wasn't no joke. What do you think buying beer or something? Good lord. Then they have these other paper crowns. I did not know this. A passion fruit paper crowns, a peach paper crowns, and a mango paper crowns. Dude, they're killing me. Oh, here's another mixtape. An orange marmalade mixtape. Now, their standard mixtape, the one that I've had already, is grape. They have a strawberry, a blackberry, a blueberry, orange marmalade, peach, raspberry, strawberry, peas and carrots. Who the hell does this?
Yeah, I'll pass on the peas and carrots.
Okay, I've got to click on the peas and carrots. Damn it. A DDH hazy IPA with Citra and Mosaic goes together like peas and carrots.
Oh, like goes together like peas and carrots.
Literally has nothing to do with peas and carrots.
Okay.
But it's a hazy IPA with Citra and Mosaic. So it's going to be slightly fruity and stuff like that because Citra and Mosaic give those kind of in that little hop bite, but 7.5%.
So misleading name, just like anchovy hops.
Yes. Man, I mean, look at all these beers. But when I tell you that I see them releasing beers on Instagram, I have a hard time believing it. But now that I'm on their website, good Lord, look at all this stuff, man. 6 pages of beer. Who the hell? How can a brewery floating under the radar that some Bobo in West Tennessee finds, who's not even a craft beer drinker and has to enlighten us to it, have this much of a catalog of beer? What? I don't even know what to say about this, man. This is amazing. This is incredible. So getting back to Billy D, man, I am sorry to enter. Oh, they have a Zool-Aid grape that looks like Kool-Aid. Let me show you this real quick. This is insane. So they have these others that look like Kool-Aid. Here's a Zool-Aid blue raspberry, which we're all familiar with, the fruit punch, the grape, and the lemon lime. We're all familiar with these Kool-Aid packs, and that's what they look like.
Andrew would like those. Wasn't Andrew into the Kool-Aid man?
Was he?
I think he was.
It sounds familiar. My goodness. You know what? When and if you go down there, and I told you that last purchase that I made, which was just this past week, one of the guys behind me in line said that he had just got back from Zool.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
went to Knoxville, and he said it was kick ass. He said it was great. He said that whole trip to Knoxville was freaking awesome. And he said visiting Zool is something you need to do. He was like, you need to do that, man. It was cool as hell. I don't know. Maybe I can get talked into it. I don't know. I'll have to see if there's some drag racing or something going on down there. Maybe there's a race or something I can also get in, because that's race country over there too, you know. Maybe there's a horse race going on. I don't know. There's a lot of horse racing and all kinds of racing going on in those hills over there, right? Who knows? What does Billy D continue to say about this stuff, man?
All right, let's see what we got here. We were gonna have our final word from Fear tonight, and we were also gonna continue showing what 40-ounce bottles Fear has been throwing out
Yeah.
to thin his collection down to 40 bottles.
Yeah.
But once again, Fear took down all his content. All the videos are gone.
What the hell? I mean, come on.
I honestly thought, because he usually will like do a series of stuff and then just eliminate everything and start fresh. He had all his 40/40s, the final chapter or whatever they were called. He had all those up. He was up to, I think, like number 17 or something like that. And I thought, all right, he'll leave these up until he's up to number 40. So we have lots of time to show them, but I should have known better. So never quite know what he's going to do. So haven't heard anything about the 1 million beers in a while also.
Oh yeah.
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 I mean, he got a new hat that said 1 billion beers.
Oh dear God. Yeah, that's a fantasy.
So,
you know, yeah.
All righty. So apologies to Vega, but we got a lot of Steel Worldwide this week.
Oh yeah.
Which has not been the case in a long time.
I like the way you were just forward with that right away.
Yeah, yeah. So Steel has another new passion. And it just happened in the last week.
Really?
He's a Renaissance man. You know? I mean, the man has such a big brain that he's always seeking out new things. And we know that these, you know, he gets into these things and he stays into them forever. Like antiques, collectibles, and treasures.
True.
Cooking. Remember cooking? Remember fishing?
Yep.
All that stuff, you know.
I remember the fishing one, yeah, very well.
Yeah, yeah.
What did he ever do with the ninja anyway? Do we know?
I think he sold it for scrap metal, but we don't know.
Yeah.
And what I would like to know is, remember that boat ramp he was digging along the shore of the river? Whatever happened to that boat ramp for his fishing boat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So to all those passions, we've added another one. We've added a new one, I should say.
Oh. So
let's see. We'll start with that.
Okay.
Now, my apologies to anybody expecting anything from any of his content from today. I was gone all day, so I didn't get to watch anything. So we'll pick it up next week. So we'll start with a short. Here, Joe, is Steele's new hobby.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So we got the short here. Let me and we'll Oh, is he? What? What? Oh my God. I got something to say, but so that's the whole video.
Yeah.
By the way, isn't this bum one of America's secret favorite hobbies? I think it's like on the top 5 list of American hobbies is bird watching.
If it is, I'm not aware. I was not aware of that.
Oh, I am okay. We need to look this up because I thought fairly recently, as like 10 years ago, it was one of America's favorite hobbies. What? And let's ask Google.
Or are you asking Firefox?
No, I'm asking Google. What are America's favorite hobbies in 24 to 26 center on relaxation, cooking, baking, reading, and pet care. Okay. So in mind you, I think yeah, because I think that was pre-COVID.
Yeah, and none of those. I guess Steele did try cooking, but God knows the rest of those aren't on his radar.
Yeah. So here's cooking and baking, reading, and I'll let you guys just read it. I'm not going to go through all these, but ask anything. So let me see, where does bird watching rank for a hobby? Oh, come on. Bird watching has surged to become one of America's most popular pastimes with approximately 96 million people, 37% of the US population age 16 and older participating in the hobby as of 24 to 26. I knew it was one of the highest hobbies. I knew it was. Yeah, because, and the reason I know this is because I have a habit, but I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But there is a large amount of different species of birds for Phoenix, Arizona. Let's get that in perspective. Let's get that part in there. Probably not for Pittsburgh, but probably, you know what I'm saying? But for what you would think of being the desert, there's a large amount of birds in my area. So I have a bird watching / listening app so that I can fire up the app and the app will tell you what birds you're hearing.
Yeah, I have heard there is such an app. I have heard about that.
Yeah, I'll even put it out there, the app that I have, and let me look it up. I'm not gonna fire it up or anything, but well, I guess I do have to kind of.
So, being that it's in the desert, have you heard any roadrunners?
Well, they do make sounds, but there's a ton of roadrunners out here. There was more in New Mexico. Bird ID is the one that I use. Bird ID. But yeah, another one of those things that craft beer seems to share with malt liquor. Kind of weird. It's and what is this comment right here? Joe D watches birds with binoculars while he drives his 18-wheeler down the freeway. You know what's ironic about that statement is when I'm home, I don't have binoculars. I don't even own any. Uh, and so while I'm in the backyard, they're just there. They're in the yard. But when I'm going down the road in the big truck, it they just like come flying at you. It's insane. You'll just see birds and they're literally flying at you. I don't know what it is about big trucks, but they just come flying at you. And I'll get one or two or three or four a week that will just kamikaze into the windshield. Or bats. I'll get a bat a month stuck into the grill of the big truck. Like I don't know what it is with these flying bats and birds. They'll just kamikaze into the. I don't know why. I don't have any idea. And by the way, does anybody have windows like this in their house? If you do, then you've probably had a bird fly into it and scare the bejesus out of you. A little bit. I'm coming to greet you, honey. Because, dear God, it scares the hell out of you. That'll happen too. You're watching a movie, you're all into it. It's a quiet scene, right? So-and-so's about to get it. And you're like, get out of the way, stupid. Get out of the way. You're going to get murdered. What are you doing? Bam! Right into the window. And you're like, ah! Right? Yeah, it's always at that time. Damn birds. Yeah, they'll fly into the window. And then I'll go out there and they're on the back patio, like knocked out because they ran head first into the damn. Anyway, enough about birds. Sorry, Bum. I bet you didn't realize that was going to turn into that. I am convinced. And you know what? It's so, by the way, I have looked up because I hear these birds so much. And I have heard from a couple of, quote, bird experts that all that pleasant chirping that they do that we think is birds singing to each other and all this, it's birds actually telling each other, you know what? F you, man. Don't come over here. This is my spot. Like, you want to talk? No charge. You want to talk about the ultimate old man, get off my lawn? It's birds. I have heard that birds are constantly chirping at each other, telling each other, this is my spot. You stay the hell out of it. And that's what all that singing really is.
Oh, yeah. The only bird watching I do, there's a local bald eagle nest camera in my area that I have recently started watching. And for a year, the famous one, Jackie and Shadow, out in Big Bear Lake in California. And yeah, it's obvious that they're squawking to chase, the ravens and stuff away, keep them at bay.
So, yes, and that'll make Steele feel better, I am sure, knowing that we all know something about birds and he's just late to the show.
Yeah.
Right. So we have another link. Where are we going, Bo?
Yeah. So this is from a couple days ago. I guess based on some shorts that he posted today, I guess he's out and about now. Maybe we can punch up one of them in a bit. But for now, here's his, I guess, introduction video. Go to 135.
135. Now he's calling this one, of course, enjoy a 40 ounce YouTube bird watching community, quote, birding. 145. Here we go. Here, let's see what we
135.
35. My apologies. 35. sang this song, Bum?
Huey Lewis. Okay, that's enough of that. Jump ahead to 250.
250. Okay. Oh, God. Sounds like my backyard. I like that he has a DVD for this. You know, he's kind of been in this theme for probably a decade with the eagle hat. He's had that eagle statue for a long time.
It was just destiny that this was going to end up happening.
It was kind of fate for him, yeah.
Yeah.
Now the goldfish, I wonder what that's. I wonder if eventually he'll get into fish.
Well, he already was.
What? Well, okay, fishing, but I mean,
yeah, like you mean like studying fish?
Well, I mean like what you would have a tank for goldfish, like
yeah, there you go.
Aquariums in his home,
right?
That he could set up instead of having a television there that's from 1997, and he could actually watch the fish and have different fish, and hell, they could eat the same foods. He eats, stuff that's arguably edible by animals, maybe. Yeah, I'm predicting the next hobby might be a aquarium, fish watching. I don't know. What would you call it?
I'm sure there's a term for it, but I don't know what it is. Okay, you get the idea there. So go to 450.
450. Here we go.
Yep. Special shout out to Barnes and Nobles. Yep.
Nobles.
The Bass Pro Shops of books. Yep. National Geographic Pocket Guide, Birds of North America.
Careful. You're going to hurt yourself, son.
With this handy, easy to use bird guide, anyone looking to the skies can discover the joys of bird watching. The top North American species, from the tiny tuft titmouse and the house wren,
you're struggling,
to the majestic great blue heron and the bald eagle.
Sound it out.
Are presented with gorgeous full color illustrations and photographs that capture key details and typical behavior. A fun, readable snapshot of what makes each bird so interesting and completes every portrait. Yep, shout out to Barnes and Nobles. Did not let me down.
Just all right. 11 minutes.
11 minutes. Bum, does he somehow think that having a book up here and mentioning Barnes and Noble is going to get him laid somehow? And it all relates to birds and animals, and he thinks that somehow that maybe that'll.
Well, we got to keep trying. Got to keep trying new things. Maybe something will stick at some point.
Wouldn't you? I I actually look forward to that moment when we can see a person out there that actually finds that attractive enough to undress and service said thing, right? Like that would be something if we could lay a face on that poor soul. And probably I might become spiritual at that moment. I might pray for that person. I might have to actually pray for that person.
One never knows. Stranger things have happened.
Stranger, there is somebody out there for everybody.
Yep, Bum thought he was the only one
Oh.
that is square in this thing of ours. Yeah.
Oh.
Steele said, "Hold my binoculars, Bum. Hold my binoculars."
Okay.
And National Geographic Pocket Guide, Birds of North America.
Whoa, 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 wait, what?
National Geographic Pocket Guide, Birds of North America.
What? All right.
Yep. Look at Steele. Look at me.
Okay. Click on his channel, Joe, and go to shorts. I know looks like there's some fresh, maybe possible bird watching content in his shorts.
Oh yeah.
So
Looks like he's got two of them.
yeah, click on whatever one that strikes your fancy there. This is all new to me.
If this happens, it'll happen pretty quickly.
Oh, he's literally out there with people. Wow. Wait, Bum, so would this be him trolling Mother Nature? Is he trolling birds?
I'm not sure. I'm waiting to watch him start trolling these people.
Yeah, let me back this up all the way because I feel like this is a possible bird trolling.
If this happens, it'll happen pretty quickly.
Bro, when you're out there with birders, they're serious. Yeah, these people are dead ass serious.
Oh, I know.
Okay, on to the next video.
They kind of imagine it. Oh, it's kind of like a frog hand, where it kind of where in terms of how it grabs onto the bark and starts growing and picking up the shape.
You know, I'm waiting to hear the words. Not for nothing, but
Yeah. Crack open a 40 now, guy. I would love to see how cracking open a 40 would play in that community. All right. Well, dude, that's pretty God bless it serious when you're getting out there. You're starting to attract the actual birding community. You better be careful with that one, sir.
Yeah.
They don't play. You're hitting gray hairs now, man. Them people, pretty serious. they're pretty serious, bro. If they get a sighting, I've heard that it can literally change. Like if there's a sighting of any sort of bird that they thought to be extinct, like it can literally change the economics of that whole area because there'll be so many people coming from all over the world
Oh, wow.
to
Wow.
see. It's like it can literally change the whole economics of a particular area over the sighting of a bird that they didn't think was there. It's nuts, man. It is. If you're not into it, I understand. I am not that into it, but I am just enough where I am aware of
Yeah.
these
No,
sort.
it's not my thing, but I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like I said, for years, there was that local bald eagle cam. I mean, for like the last 10 years.
Uh-huh.
And I thought to myself, who the hell would watch a live camera on a bald eagle's nest? That's stupid. And then I started watching and I was like, okay, now I get it. Obviously, I don't understand how people stay glued to it 24 hours a day. But when something happens, it is interesting. And
It is.
I like watching highlights. And
I go ahead, Bum. Finish.
I was just going to say it's interesting to watch their behavior. So I do get the bird watching thing. Not anything I'll ever get into. I don't think. Nah, nah. But I get it though. I get it.
I have found that the more of these things that I get, like the more of these things I kind of get here, that I am more open to certain things that I didn't used to get, and now I kind of get it. Right?
Yeah.
Like yourself, I wouldn't necessarily call myself one of those folks. But I have to admit, I'm intrigued. I do more. I would take it one step farther. Like I don't just get it. I'm intrigued. I'm like, oh, okay, there's a like one thing that intrigues me. Okay, so I think there's 5 different species of woodpeckers here in my part of Arizona. But I have yet to see one in my direct area, my immediate area. But other people have. And I've seen the videos from Phoenix Metro where other people have posted videos of woodpeckers, different species of woodpeckers in their area. And I'm like, I would love to see one. I'm like, my God, I don't, it'd be kind of cool to see one in the wild versus, you have tons of woodpeckers, I'm sure, and I've seen a variety of them. Foxes are something that intrigued me. I have not been around foxes. Freaking Tony. Joe knows peckers. Yeah, Jody. Well, yeah, that I opened a can of worms, didn't I? Jody must look at peckers.
Shout out to Joe Skull. Joe, it was a successful trip today.
Different species of peckers too, Joe. Not just looking at peckers, but different species of peckers and how well they peck at the wood. I mean, that's kind of impressive, really. When you think
those ones with the red tip on them.
Yeah, that's where they.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. What else we got?
Okay, we got. We're going to come back to steel, but we're going to take a brief moment away from him to get to Big Rome. So go to 1355.
Okay, 1355. Here we come. All right. Oop. Kind of jumped on me there. Oops. There we go.
That Brewing Company, 4 Horsemen. Honorable mention to bum from the Cerebral, so believe those cunts, but you won't. They like herpes for you. You know, you're like herpes of the Cerebral, so bum. You could have joined the dark. You could have joined the dark side, the non all the way gay side, the occasional crappy side. With me and Vegas and be the cool guy.
You got that?
So, wait a minute. The guy that was wrestling with a man.
for 20 minutes.
And giggling like a sophomore school age girl over it is talking about someone else's gaydom, right? Like someone else's gay capacity here. That's interesting. That part is interesting, isn't it, Bum? When you think about it in that context.
I never thought of that, Joe.
Where did you have me start that video from again?
That was 1355.
Yeah, 1355. Let's rehear that, folks.
Yeah, you're doing it as a public service because we already got a couple people saying they didn't get it the first time around.
Yeah, so here we go. And by the way, you can see, I'm hoping you can see here that closed caption is unavailable. So
yeah, and it's funny because when I first watched the video, I went to hit that and I saw it wasn't available.
So we have to do this all on our own. So here we go, kids.
9, 4-star Brewing Company, 4 Horsemen. Honorable mention to bum from the Cerebral, so believe those cunts, but you won't.
So he starts by saying honorable mention to bum from the Cherry Show. So that's my loose translation.
Mm-hmm.
They like herpes for you.
So he's literally saying that you're like herpes, right? And I think everyone heard that part.
Yep.
So you're like herpes of the Cerebral, so bum. You could have joined the dark. You could have joined the dark side, the non all the way gay side, the occasional crappy side. With me and Vegas and be the cool guy.
So I think occasional craft beer, me and Vega.
Yeah.
I got that.
So you could join that side, Bum. You know, the side that likes to wrestle with men and giggle and play around with that other side there, Bum, where you come out and there's no question about where you're at in status. And
well, I had the beverage for it tonight.
You did.
And by the way, the Outpost 31 is finished. Vega, I don't even know what to say. Thank you again for sending those to me. They were, like I said, the Mexican lager tasted like a basic Mexican lager to me, but the other two, my God. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had beers like those before. I certainly have not had beers like those. Those were both great.
They're absolutely
in their own individual way.
Yeah. Now that one out of North Dakota, Drecker.
Yeah.
They pump out just as many beers as Zool. They have just as much fanfare as Zool. And so far the beers that I've had have been phenomenal.
Yeah, I may possibly try that one later. I may save it for next week. We'll see.
Yeah. So you only have the one. I got 4 packs of
yeah, they had it in singles, and since it was a sour, I was like, I'll just buy a single because I had
the interesting thing about sours is they're not freaking sour, they're sweet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but it's tough because you'll get that one that is more true to style. So it's tough.
Right.
I live with someone who currently has a similar taste and don't like sours, the traditional sours, the ones that are true to style. But so many of them are not,
Right.
and but that part is tough. And in that case, it is definitely better to just buy a single, of course.
Right.
So where else you going, Bum? Same
Okay. Um,
different video, same video.
yeah, we got a new video here.
Okay.
Back to steel. Go to 655.
655. Okay, so we will pull back up over here. We'll go to 655. Here we go. Takes another second or two to usually load up. What do we got? Butterfly, C-Pack, butterfly shrimp. And I
Yep, LA Dodgers mines. LA Dodgers mines. White Sox mines. Mines. Yep, motherfuck you, Joe Dox. Motherfuck you, Muskrat. Mines.
mines.
Yep, the South Side Samurai.
Whoa. That, by the way, does it kind of look like all those shrimp are giving the finger as well? Like it kind of, especially this one. This one's like, you know what? Yeah, F them too, man. Yeah, we agree, right? That one looks like it's giving us the finger too. I don't know. I don't know what finger it is. It may be the one that they got, and that's the one, that's the one that's on the Viagra, but they're giving us the finger. And why is the finger supposed to be so offensive? Why is showing a single finger of yours offensive to me?
I remember being a kid finding out that was like a bad thing. I didn't even know about it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, what's bad about that? I guess it just means up your ass or whatever.
I know, but even still, you're like,
it's kind of like that,
yeah. Now, if someone, okay, it is. It's the same thing. It's just in a different manner. And if someone, do you get, if someone gives you the finger versus which, I feel like you're a little more insulted by the finger and not the whole arm. Does that now is that getting back to Rome's point that like, well, you'd rather have the whole thing than just the finger?
Yeah, possibly. Some people want the full Monty.
All the way to the elbow, baby.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
Like that's not a problem. But the finger, come on,
Yeah.
man. You're just teasing me now, man. You're just teasing me. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? If I'm taking out time and energy and everything, then let's go elbow deep, baby. Come on. What are we doing here? Right? Like, what's this all about here, man? Right? Okay. So another link.
More from Steel. So you'll like this. He's eating one of his rotisserie chickens.
Yeah.
So you can just start right at the beginning and keep your eye on him here.
How to survive on YouTube for 17 years! Exclamation point.
Yeah, he just passed his 17th anniversary on YouTube.
So, and you said just from the beginning?
Yeah, so he's celebrating with a rotisserie chicken.
Wow. I'm surprised he doesn't. You know what? For someone that likes to cook / likes to not cook, I'm surprised he doesn't have more rotisserie chicken hacks Have we all not seen at this point on social media all the different hacks for the bagged rotisserie chicken? And you never even have to
I'm
take.
not on social media, so I don't.
Okay, never mind.
Cutting the drumstick.
Yeah. All right. Took the bone out.
Did you see him like stare at the bone? Like
No.
he didn't expect it to come out. I don't know what you saw, Joe, but it kind of like jumped on our end here.
Yeah, it kind of froze or something. Let's play that again and see if it. Yeah, it's freezing or something. I don't know what.
Well, I'll just say he was befuddled when the bone separated from the chicken.
Let me make sure to play that over again. Maybe, I want to make sure if I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know why it's jumping. Yeah, if you watch it smooth, he was absolutely befuddled. I'll just say that.
Okay.
So go to 640.
640. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that right there. That's weird.
Yep, I felt the need to celebrate. Yep. With a rotisserie chicken from Walmart.
Do we know how much a rotisserie chicken from Walmart is? Are they $7?
No clue.
Oh.
Okay. No charge.
Malt liquor only, malt liquor. It says it on the label.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, go to 1505.
1505.
Now the chairman's or Steele is getting very philosophical at this point.
Oh no. So that means he's a couple 40s in.
Yep. Life.
Oh.
Life.
Oh boy.
You know. Life is like rotisserie chicken that you purchase from Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow, it looks amazing underneath that lighting. Can't wait to buy it, rush home and enjoy it. And then you get that rotisserie chicken. And it's time.
Wait a minute. Did he fart before the burp?
Nah, that was the
And it's time.
It was brewing there. Nah, that was nah. I've heard enough of those from him that it's percolating before it actually escapes.
You're like, yeah. Is what it is, dog. That's what I say. That's what I says. Is what it is. So whatever it is, it is. So win, lose, or draw. Who won the Civil War?
What? What?
Win, lose, or draw. Well, that's what I say. That's what I says.
That's
is what it is.
Is-
So
Is
whatever
what
it is,
Whatever.
it is. So
Whatever it is, it is.
win, lose, or draw,
Win, lose, or draw.
who won the Civil War?
Who won the Civil War? Who did? And as we know from Abbott and Costello, who was on first? What's on second? So who
won the Civil War?
Who won the Civil War? So who got to first and won the Civil War? Right? Who is a busy son of a bitch? Who's a badass? That's what we learn right now. That's insane. Okay, then he goes to music. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so that's it from Steel. We will have a quick, since Fear is not available now to provide the final word. We will go with Rome again for the final word.
Okay,
Go to 3:15.
3:15
real quick
for the final word here. Here we go. 3:15 to Rome. Final word. We will see here what he's got for us here. 7:30, so 3:15 is right in here somewhere. Oh, it always takes a second or two. There we go.
But Douglas, that's all the dogs. Fuck Siri, so fuck you, bum.
That's it.
Okay. Hey, an honest FU. I could take that on the way out,
Yeah.
So
Trollbit IRL said nothing on Muskrat this week. Yeah. Vega is back on his real channel, but yeah, he did some silent videos this week, and I didn't have time to watch last night's yet, so I'm sure Vega will be back last week. Vega was here in spirit this week with the beer that he provided me.
Yes, indeed. Well, thank you, Billy D. We appreciate it. Another fine malt liquor report, as always. Oh, yeah. Yeah, another solid one, bum. We appreciate it, man. And for those of us that care, the Dodgers are down right now, bottom of the seventh. One out. We've got a 2-1 count. Vesia is pitching, and we're down, man. 0-3 right now to St. Louis. So Roki Sasaki was pitching today, and he just ain't looking that hot, man. He's off to a hell of a shaky start, and wondering if they might just send him down. Tell you the truth, once we get Blake Snell back and some others. So we will see, man. The Dodgers offense is just not they're not able to get that. But there is a flu bug running around the clubhouse right now. So for those of us that matters, and it's still freaking May. Give me a break. It's the first week in May, so it's nothing to get in a panic about, but just something to take note of for those of us that do follow. Again, it's one of those things. The more of these gray hairs that I get, the more I kind of care about some of these things. And then being in a place like Phoenix, I know it doesn't necessarily get thought of like that. But once you do live here, you realize that not only is it a golf town, but it's a golf/baseball town. And because half the minor leagues are here. So at any given time, you can go down to Camelback Ranch. And if someone's on a rehab or they're doing something, that you never know who you see down there. And they'll be down there just with them and another coach and a catcher. And it's pretty damn cool. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes you get a chance to chit chat, and it might be some random practice on a Tuesday, and it's during the season, but you never know. You never know who you see down here in Arizona. You really don't. A lot of teams will borrow Dodger facilities because the Dodgers have excellent facilities down here, man. So you never know. It's a lot of fun to me. You know what I'm saying? If you get into it, right? But we will see you guys next week. The soulless ginger a-hole said he might show up, but doesn't look like he did. So
Does
it
not look
is
like
what it is. Getting to
it is what it is. Win, lose, or draw. Who won the Civil War?
War, baby? On that, we get out of here. We'll see you next week, Bum. Thank you, my guy, for showing up as always. And we'll see you next week, man. Peace out.
All right, Mike.